Guys, it's Lise from Lisa's Crafty Creations, and today, Mr. Postman, whoa, Mr. Postman, oh, Mr. Postman, stop and see, cause he's got a parcel for me. I think it's from the easywim subscription. Oh yeah, oh, Mr. Postman, let's have a look and see what he brought for me. So let's have a look, see what Mr. Postman brought. And yes, it is. It's the easywim subscription box for October. So let's see what's in this one. I did ask for non-Halloween, but let's see whether that's reached the right people. And we have in it some interesting things today by the looks of it. Let's read our little letter that we get. It says, what's in your member box? Keep the jewellery close to your heart in this diamond painting jewellery box. The inside features a beautiful suede finish and is soft and gentle on your valuables. Never lose your keys again, they look too good. This key ring features a mini version of our most popular Popper Bee Bear. Enjoy diamond painting a 3D canvas. Spilled your diamonds all over the table or floor? You won't feel anxious about it ever again. The vacuum cleaner make cleaning up diamonds easy. Oh, simply vacuum them up and deposit them into your containers. Now that does sound interesting. And then it tells me to look forward to my easywim November club box, and gives me access to anything that I need of the club at easywim.com. Now, as I said before, this cost me about $47 for £35. And it comes with 2 diamond paintings, and this time we have some butterflies. Now, let me just check. This one is 5200, and so this one's a round one, and those are the colours we've got in that one. Now, I've always found the diamonds to be pretty good. They come ready bagged so that you don't have to kit up. Unfortunately, the DMC codes aren't on the bags, but they are on the canvas. This one has 35 colours. It's a 40 by 30, which usually they are either a 30, 40, 40, 30. It's butterflies. It's quite nice, this one. Symbolage looks good. We have a 3 on a 3. But we have a 6 and a 17, which is fortunate. The letters, numbers, and some symbols. We also have a number 1. Is it a number 1? Double check. Oh, yeah, it's a number 1 on number 30. So a couple of numbers there which are out of sync, which is unfortunate because they do tend to catch you. You do have to watch those ones. Hiya, Jackie. This is just a impromptu live. Just to show you what the easywim subscription box has this time. And then this time we have a musical art picture. It looks like a guy playing a saxophone. You see that? And this one will be the square. The last one was the round. This one will be the square. And those are the colours in that. Some quite vivid colours this time round. Again, the DMC colours. The DMC codes are on the canvas, as well as the quantity of the drills that you need. This one again is a 40 by 30, and this one has 35 colours. What was the other one? The other one had 35 colours as well. So there's our 2 diamond paintings. Then we also have, we should have a little hoover. This is the little hoover here. Oh, so this is quite good. It looks like one of those little mini round hoovers. It's got the brushes on the bottom. You push the button and that empties it out. Now out there, and then there's an off on switch here, but it must need batteries in. Now where do we put the batteries? Let's have a look here. There we go. We twist the top. So you twist the top for the batteries, and it looks like it needs 2 AA batteries. It's got an on-off switch and then little brushes, so you just leave it and it collects your drills, and then you twist the bottom half. No, you push the button for the bottom half. It flips off and you've got your hoover. So I'll try that. We'll do a little bit of a review on that at some point. Let you know what that's. It comes with its little instructions, although it looks like they're in Chinese. See, there's an English version. Yes, there's an English version that tells you all you need to know there. Which is good. Doesn't say whether it's got a warranty or not, but I would assume it has some kind of warranty. Yeah, it must do, because on the back there you've got your date and stamp of the year. So that's a nice little hoover box. So we'll try that out and we'll do a review on that at a later date. Put the hoover back in its bag. We'll put the hoover back in its bag, keep it nice, and put it back in its box. So that's that. This is also, this must be the jewellery case. So this comes with we have a standard kit, we have a standard kit for the 2 paintings. You've got 2 waxes, you've got your tweezers for your square, you've got your pen, your squishy. There's no baggies, but we do have a boat with a funnel. So that's what comes with your 2 paintings. And then your jewellery box comes with its own wax, tray and pen. It's all special drills. So you've got your little pack of special drills here, which we'll have a look at. It's always nice to see what special drills come in a package. So this one has some tiny little teardrops. Can you see? Tiny little teardrops in silver. Then we have them in a lavender pink. And we also have them in red and a amber. And we go slightly bigger with the pink. We have marquee in red. We have marquee in like a rainbowy, clear, crystally rainbow. Then we have some flowers in a yellow. Now they're pretty. Can you see them? Oh look, see where I've got them on camera. There we go. Now they're really pretty. So it's quite an intricate, no, I can't think of the word. It's quite a small pattern. You've got your bigger ones here and here, but then all of this here is your really small ones. Intricate. Intricate's the word I'm looking for. Really intricate. So it's going to be a difficult one to follow because some of those symbols are really small. Then inside you have a little pocket at the bottom and then some little hooks. These are little hooks, so they open up. And then you've got places for your earrings, other bits and bobs. And then at this side you've got places for your rings. It's a lovely suede. And then you've got a little pocket here that you can put brooches and things like that in. And again, you can put your brooches in this section here. Yeah. So that's really nice. And it's in a lovely light green. The zip, good quality zip by the looks of it. And then the pattern on the front is a heart full of flowers, and that's really nice. So that should be nice to see. And let's put away these. Let's put it all back in its bag so we don't lose anything. And we'll keep that all together. So we'll have fun doing that later on in the week. Okay, so that's that one. And finally, we have this, which was not mentioned in the letter, but we have what looks like to be a little bear to do. And it's got a key ring hook, jump hook there. Now then, I think it's not sticky and it's not, so I think we must have to glue it. And then stick these little purple, they look almost like ABs. And nice, aren't the little shiny purple diamonds on that? And make this teddy. It has movable arms and a head that moves. It has a hook on the top ready for your key ring. The legs don't move. And it stands up. There, it stands up. So it's pretty sturdy. So we've got that to do as well. So that looks like a little extra they've added in there. So that's nice. So it's nice in the fact that it's not a Halloween featured box, which is what because I don't follow Halloween. It's a holiday I really don't like, actually. But that's my own personal views. So we've got some nice items in this box this time. So we'll do a review on everything that's in the box and let you know what we think. I'm looking forward to trying this little Hoover out because it's something we all do, is drop our drills at some point or another. So it'll be interesting to see how strong it is and what it picks up. Hiya Dee, how are you doing, my lovely? So that's interesting what we've gotten today. So we've got our little Hoover, we've got our little jewellery box, that's going to be quite fiddly to do. We've got our little bling bling bear, and then our 2 diamond paintings. So that should be good to do. And then just to let you know, I have worked out what was wrong with the hippo. You know, I said I did the hippo money box and we were thinking, well, how are we going to sort it, because there's no way to close that section off. It's missing a piece. It should have a lid. So I have sent off to Amazon, explained that I've not got a lid. They're asking for photos. Why they're asking for photos, I don't know, but they're trying to assess how big a problem that is. Well, to me, this is a big problem because you can't store your money in a money box without a lid, because it's just going to fall out, especially one designed to stand by this. So I will be contacting them again to let them know the issue, and hopefully they will send me out either a whole new mould or the lid, or give me my money back in order for me to buy it elsewhere. Now, as for the other items that came yesterday, I did yesterday, that weren't really set. They are starting to set to the point that I can get them out the mould, but they're still very soft. So this, as you can see there's still a lot of movement in those, and they're almost jellified at this stage. But they have come out really nice. That's the one with the crown on. I'll just make sure I put it back the right way around. So that's the one with the crown on. In fact, I'll just leave it out of there. And I'll just take one of the other ones out. Because as I say, they're still very soft and easy deformed. They're still taking fingerprints quite easily. Oh no, that's another crown. Let's have a look. and that's the one with the circles on. So as I say, they've come out really nice. It's just that they're taking a long time to set properly. So I'm going to leave them in the mould a little bit longer. Let's have a look. This rabbit's the same. It's at a stage now where I can take it out of its mould, but it's still very, very soft and flexible. So it needs to have a little while longer to harden up. So that's your rabbit. And as you can see, it's already drooping. So we'll need to let that harden up a little bit longer. So we'll leave it just flat. Doesn't have to stay in the mould, but we'll leave it flat and let it harden up some more. The horns, the antlers of the deer have hardened up lovely. There's not quite the softness now, so they stand up nice inside the deer. I still haven't sanded the bottom of the deer down, so it still will fall forward, but as soon as I stand that down, it's going to sit lovely. I don't know, I still haven't decided. Oh dear, Jackie. I'm pleased you're not too bad, Dee. It's nice to see you, nice to have you on, and thank you for your lovely comments on my last video. If anybody would like to join me, they're more than welcome to. Just let me know and I'll put the link up. So this, as soon as I sand it down, is going to be ready enough, and I don't think it'll fall over. At the minute it's falling over because the bottom is not flat. So as soon as I'm able to flatten the bottom out, that'll be great, and we'll get it sorted. So just need to put that there, keep it flat, and put that there, keep that flat. Them back in there. Keep them. There. Keep them sorted. So yeah, that's all I've got to show you. You're too shy. No, you're not, Jackie. Come on. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm sure it'd be lovely to meet you and talk to you in person. Really looking forward to doing that. I've been asked, I got an email the other day asking me whether I'd like to do a craft fair in December. So I'm thinking about giving that a go. I've got a few bits and bobs that I could sell. I would need to get busy doing some other things like some more chessboards, some drafts, some chess pieces. Really get stuck in to doing some stuff in order to sell. Get my mum on making cards to see whether or not there's anything I can sell for her. Going through my molds, doing some more coasters because they're quite popular, the coasters. At the minute I've got a butterfly set, but it's starting to be used around the house. And I've also got a round butterfly set, but again, well, a round set, that's flowers. Then we've got the hearts, we've got some butterflies, but they need cleaning off and just doming or sanding the edges off. Shouldn't take much. Little nail file around there, or just a doming on that one would do. And then I've got your box. So if I make a few of those, they'll be nice to sell. So that should be good. I'm really looking forward to that. I think if I make some more of the reindeers as well, especially in the sparkly, do some in gold, silver, and then do some in the normal fawn colours, with a slight glitter to them. I think that'll make a difference. There's also, I was thinking of doing some clear with just a bit of glitter, or like white glitter on the tips and the edges, so that, and then add some leafage, as Mandy calls it, foliage or leafage in the stems here. I have put some in. I think you can see on the back side, I've put, so you can see these are lavender leaves and stems. and I put them in so that you can't see them so much on the front. So what I think I'll do is use a clear resin near the bottom, where I put some lavender leaves and things in, and then just use the tip, do the tips in like a white, so as if snow is falling on them, and do a set like that. And then we can always sell them as different coloured sets, so that they can get one of silver, one of gold, and one of the snowflake ones, so they can get a choice of, because these, I can do these separate to the deer, so I can have lots of different antlers available for them to have a look at, and pick a deer with 3 sets of antlers and do that as a deal. If you've got any suggestions on the kinds of things that you think would be good to sell, that I've made, please let me know. If you've got an idea on costs as well, that would be good. Because I'm a bit sort of, I don't really know what to charge for stuff. So, for example, the deer with the 3 antlers, what kinds of thing would you charge? I was thinking for these little door things, about £1.50, £2 each for those, in the different shapes and colours, and just have a set, just put them in a basket, explaining what they are, and sell them at £1.50 each, and making some little key rings with the animals, just some standard key rings, and selling them as key rings with a lot of choice. Then doing some of the diamond painting. I've got diamond painting key rings, and then I've got my jewellery that I've made. Finishing off some of the, need to finish off some of the resin pieces that I did, the resin jewellery that I done. Get that setting up. So in a sense, I'm looking forward to it, and my daughter's got some good ideas of things to do. And then there's the jewellery trees, which I think are lovely, and I think they might actually be quite popular. So if I do a couple of those and then just do things to order, I think that might be a good idea. And the jewellery boxes as well. Let's hopefully I'll get the lid to them. I'll just move it up. There you go. I'll get the lid to them before the fair. So other than that, I could use a coaster mold, because the coaster mold actually fits in there quite nicely. And then the little slide. So I need to make a slide, which I'll just do out of UV resin. And then this, put the coaster mold in there. It actually fits quite nicely. I mean, it holds without dropping out. You have to fit it out. So that would work okay if the lid doesn't come. I could get the coaster mold in there. But if the lid comes, that's all the better. The opening door handle gadget should sell for £4 or £5 because disability toilet keys are £10. Really? That's a lot of money. £4 to £5. So if I sold them for even £2.50, I'd be doing well, wouldn't I? I don't want to make things too expensive, but at the same time, I want to cover my cost. So it depends on what the stall is as well. That's good to know that, Jackie. Thank you. £10 for a key for disabled toilets. And these are just to help people open doors and press the ATM. So that can press on the ATM keys. I have checked them out as well. I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but if I move that there, you can see my door. I'm just about to see my door. I'll tell you what, will that door be better? You can see that door better. So there's the key. Can you see? Press it down and open the door. Lift it up. Press it down, open the door, close it, and then use it away and lift it up. So they do work. They work well. And then to press the keys, I've tried pressing on the keypad, and they do work for pressing on keys. The only one is this one. It's not really got a proper, doesn't even fit my little finger in. So that's an issue, the dog one. But the others, the cat's a little bit dodgy as well, the hole in the cat to put your finger in. But it's workable. And again, the rabbit is quite small. Just knock something off the table, I'll pick it up before I lose it. That's a pair of antlers. Yeah, so there's some things that have come in easywim subscription boxes that I'll get finished and do, try and sell them off. And then I've got a load of tote bags to sell. So I'm pleased these actually work, because I was worried that they wouldn't work. They're set nice and hard, so they're going to be stable enough. So I'm pleased that they've actually worked. They're actually workable, because you buy these things sometimes and you think, and then it doesn't do the job that you've asked it to. So these actually do the job. So I'm pleased about that. So at the minute I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 at the minute. And some have been done with UV resin, and these ones have all been done with epoxy resin. So I'll get some more of those now. I want a chessboard done that actually works, because there's a chessboard there, but it's faulted. So I could sell that one as a faulted item for half the price. And I need to do some more chess pieces. So I think the next time I do a resin pour, I'll concentrate on chess pieces and just little bits. Try and get a chessboard done that is okay. So that means doing 2 pours across 2 days, because I want to get it done. So it would have to be Friday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, because I'm out Mondays and I'm out Thursdays. Fridays, Saturdays probably the best, because I can kick people out the house on a Saturday. And Tuesdays, Wednesdays, there's people in the house, and I don't like doing stuff when there's people in the house. I don't know why. I have some jewellery that needs finishing off, so hopefully once all that goes, then yes, you always add all your expenses, then add time and package. Well, if people are coming to a gift fair, they're going to save time and packaging, aren't they? Like, they're going to save on P&P. But as long as I cover the expenses of the resin, and I'm not so bothered about my time, because the time is more for my own mental health. So it's things I'm doing to keep me sane. So my health, to me, costs nothing, or is invaluable. So to put the time on that it's an invaluable amount of time, really, because it keeps me well and healthy. So I'm not so bothered about my time, but as long as, if anything's sent out, I get my post and packaging, and I also get. Do you think I need a website? I've got a Facebook page, but I haven't got a website. I'm thinking, I was looking at Etsy, but it's expensive to sell stuff on Etsy. So I was looking, there's another one as well. So I'll have another look and see, but I might go to the craft fair first and see how well my stuff sells and how much interest I get in it. Because sometimes at the craft fair, people come, they just have a look, but they don't actually buy until they go home and think, oh, I might look at buying that elsewhere, like see whether it's available anywhere else. So then I could open, depending on what I get, because I don't have much confidence in what I sell, to be honest with you. I don't have much confidence in what I have. And I get a lot of good comments off you guys. But, I often wonder how good my stuff is. Like these little things here, these animals. This is a hippopotamus. And I'm going to put a face on it, because he's got little eyes and a little smiley face. So I'm going to paint that on so that it's more seeable. And the same with the lion and the teddy bear. I'm going to do all those. But it's, like how likable are they? You know, because the white in places has got quite like this other hippo. Where is it? He's got a white splash on his eye, and it just takes focus. Whereas that one's a little bit more. I'm just going to put you on mute while that phone goes in case they start playing messages on their addresses. It won't be a second, and then I'll be back with you. You know where you're screaming at your phone and going, please leave your address. She left her address. That's a good idea, Jackie. You know when somebody leaves a message on the phone and you're saying they left their address but no phone number, and you're like, leave your number, leave your number, leave your number, leave your number, leave your number. Okay, don't leave your number. But you know what I mean about these? Your phone's ringing again. I bet you realise she forgot a number, and that'll be what you're ringing. I'm sorry, I forgot to leave my telephone number. I think the jewellery box, the money boxes would be good to sell. If as long as I can get the lid done. I'll just mute again. If you just bear with me 2 seconds. And I was right. She was ringing back to say that she apparently got cut off, which is unusual. But she got cut off and needs to leave a number. So there you go. So predictable sometimes. It gets so frustrating when you own your own business. People ring up and they expect you to be able to go out like today or tomorrow. They think you're sat at your bum waiting for them to go. In an actual fact, we can't fit anybody until January now. We're fully booked. So that's a bit, it's good for us, but it's not so good for our customers who are wanting it done tomorrow or yesterday, even some of them. So it's difficult, but we're not losing any custom. So far, so good. People are quite willing to wait because we do have a good reputation as chimney sweeps, which is good and always nice to hear. No, so I could allow charity shops to have some of my gadgets to sell, and you would have good feedback. That is a really good idea, Jackie. And there's also a craft shop in my local town where I live, and they sell stuff for other people. So it might be worthwhile going up there and offering some of my stuff and saying, would you be willing to put this, especially the small stuff, like the key rings, the money boxes, the deer, that kind of thing. It's not too big, whereas the diamond paintings are quite big. But I do have an outlet for the diamond paintings. There's a shop that sells stoves that are looking for artwork to put on their walls. So they said they'd be willing to put stuff up and put it for sale. So I've got a load of paintings I'm going to dig out and see what I think is good to sell, and send it out, and then get some money to get my diamond painting up and running again. I have started some and then not finished them, and they're stood around the house, and I really need to get to finish them. I've lost my mojo a little bit until the other day when I started doing this resin again, and I've had some successful pours. I'm quite pleased, and I think it's given me the oomph to keep going and try again. And especially the fair, that since I've been asked to do a craft fair, I'm quite looking forward to doing some of the stuff. And I can set up a little table, so I'm actually doing the diamond painting so people can see what's involved. Take some small pieces to do. What I'll do is I'll order some more tote bags and some more like little pieces like that jewelry box, see whether I can get some special drill stuff. And because I think the special drill stuff is really popular. The paintings are good, but not as popular as like the little glasses cases, the jewelry boxes, the little boxes that you make, your tote bags. They're all really popular. And I've got about 5 or 6 tote bags already made, and I've got about 3 to make up. So if I can get them all done, it's not until I think the 9th of December. I have emailed her back and said what's involved, what sort of prices. And so I'm waiting to have a mail back. Or a WhatsApp or whatever it is. So once I get that back and I say yes, then it's all hands on deck getting my stuff sorted and ready and sellable. I did show everybody the other day, I've got some little cards to be able to hang my necklaces on, so I could put those in little packages and put them in boxes so people can just flick through and have a look and see what kind of jewellery I sell. I need to get some of my resin jewellery finished off, polished and up and running, so that's going to be again all hands on deck. But I do have some little sanding discs that I can use on my, it's not a Dremel, but it's that kind of, like a nail electric sanding thing. So we can do that. If anybody would like to join me, that's great. Folksy D, I've just noticed your message now. Is that a website to help sell your stuff? Is that what you use? What's it like? What are the kind of charges? I'm just drinking my black currant juice and soda. Not soda. Oh, it is soda. I thought it tasted different. It's supposed to be tonic, and I bought soda. Well, that'll have to do. I thought it tasted different. I'm quite chuffed with these little things, I think I'll give them all, some of them a dome or a little sand on the back. It's a little bit sharp. Mandy, if you're there and you'd like to do a review on any of this stuff, let me know. A review for the community, whatever you call it. I know we say community, but no, that's not what it's called. According to Mandy, Mandy calls it something else. I can't remember what it is. I'm really chuffed with this deer. I keep looking at these antlers. I think they're gorgeous. What do you think? It's like Etsy, but in the UK. All right. Are the charges similar to Etsy? What I was thinking of doing with this is, there's that painting with the deer with a whole set of antlers like this, and then it's got flowers on. I was thinking of gluing on some little tiny flowers and leaves made of polymer clay from a cane from polymer clay and putting them on in bits and places. What do you think? Or do you think I should just leave it as it is? Or what do you think if I should attempt it, show you before I glue them on, and then we'll see what it looks like? Ideas, please. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. So I've got some tiny, like this size flowers. Well, Whereas I can show you. Can you see that flower there? There, just there. Tiny flowers like that, were a bit thinner, and some tiny petals, and actually sticking them on so it looks like that deer with all the flowers coming out of its antlers. What do you think? You could put miniature fairy lights on it. Yeah, I was wondering about fairy lights as well. We could stick wrap fairy lights on it. I could even put I was wondering whether I could bring some lights, but that's at the bottom of the mould. I was thinking like we could put the cord coming out here and the lights going through here, then coming out and going through the antlers, but that wouldn't work because this is the bottom of the mould, so the lights would just collect at the bottom. They'd have to, unless I put the thing, send the lights up there and come back down, then they'd have to wrap around the outside and go. No, that wouldn't work. But I could put them so they come out the bottom of here. I don't know. We could wrap the fairy light. I'll just wrap the fairy lights around it. I could wrap the fairy lights around it to sell, and then sell it just as it is, and let other people use that idea. This at the minute is top heavy because it's got a wobbly bottom, and it's bugging me, so I need to sand it. Oh, I've got them stuck on there. Don't want them stuck on there. Get it off. There we go. I think the jewelry. What sort of price would you do for the? You'll keep buffering. Do I keep buffering? What kind of price would you give for this? What sort of price would you ask for that? It's all resin. There is silk flowers in the base, and then we've got small pearls, and it's all painted with micro powders prior to putting the resin in. So we paint the mold with micro powders, we put the resin in, then we add the pearls, and it's for hanging jewelry on. So what I'll do is a demo model and hang the jewelry off, although it could still sell the demo model, but hang the jewelry off this so people know what it's for and what it looks like with the stuff on. But I had no idea. £15, really, Dee? I suppose so, when you think about the work that's involved. You'd say at least 10, and Dee says 15. Well, let's go halfway and charge £12.50. That's brilliant. So we just have to make sure they're hard, because I have had one I did with UV resin and it wasn't very hard. It mustn't have been a hard resin, and it keeps going. And bush, gone. But that one looks a lot harder. It looks like it's going to be a lot better. So I've also got all my polymer clay jewellery, which I've got around somewhere to sell. And then there's the resin jewellery that needs finishing off. Oh, sorry, just excuse me, that's the door. It's all right, stay. Sorry guys, it's not for me. So I can't open it. We can't do an extended Mr. Postman because it's not going to be gone for £12. If anybody on here is interested in anything, I will be willing to send it to you, but I don't want anything for it because you guys are all part of my community. You can do reviews on it. You've got channels or you've got Twitter pages where you can take photos and do reviews on it. So if anybody would like to try something, they're more than welcome to. These little guys, I'm going to turn into key rings for little people. And I'm going to paint the faces on. And some of them, I might give them googly eyes. Not sure whether the teddy bears. No, maybe not. I've got some tiny googly eyes, and I'm not sure whether to give some of them the googly eyes, you know, where the eyes like wobble around. But it depends on the size comparison to the mould. We'll see. So, no, I'm quite happy with the pour that I had this week. It's really sort of cheered me up and made me want to do more. And then having that email about the craft sale makes me think, oh, right, okay, let's do this. Let's do this, folks. Let's do this. So if anybody's in my area on the 9th of December and would like to check out my craft stall, they're more than welcome to come. I'll tell you where it is in just a moment. I don't know whether she sent me on. No, I think it was a message. Is it a message? No. Must have been an email. Where was it now? Well, now I can't find it. It must. I didn't dream it. Let's see if I can see any sense. Because I sent them a message back. Whatever, Ian. No. Well, where did it get it from? Oh, I know, it was an Instagram message. It was an. I know, guys. Please, have you thought more about adding 3D fish stickers? I have thought more, but I haven't got any 3D fish stickers. I need to get some. But I tell you what I have got. I have got some applique stuff. Not applique, decoupage stuff. Where you add like decoupage flowers, so 3D flowers and things like that. And I was thinking of sealing it and then using it in resin and seeing how that. There we go. There we go. So it's the 9th. It's Thursday, the 9th of December at Cafe Zero on 21 Gosford Street, TS2 1BB. Now, I don't know where that is. I don't know whether that's TS2, it'll be Middlesbrough somewhere, Cafe Zero. And it's from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's not bad. That's not a bad time. It's like an evening time. So it's like when people have finished work. And it's the Winter Art and Crafts Fair, beautiful handmade products, Thursday. And I asked her to send me the details. Mainly the cost of a table. So I'm still waiting for her to send me information back. I'm saying I'm in, I just want confirmation. A price. Just in case she thinks I'm a lost cause, but I do want to be involved in it. So that'll be good. Annie! Hello, Annie! I've just been opening my easywim subscription box. We've got some nice stuff in. We've got a couple of paintings. One's of it's like a bit of an art deco type painting with some music, like a band, saxophones and that kind of thing. And then some another picture of some butterflies. And then we had a jewellery box, which was quite nice. It was just a little square box, but the pattern on the front was really intricate. And we've got some really tiny fussy pieces to look at, to use, diamond like special drills to use. We also had a bling bling bear about this big, which would make a keyring, which he was cute, and all in purple. It's all purple ABs. And then we had what else did we have, guys? Oh, we had little Hoover for picking up drills when they've been spilled. So I'm looking forward to testing that out and seeing how that works. So we've got quite a lot of DP stuff this time again. And I didn't get a Halloween themed box. I chose to have something outside Halloween because I'm not a fan of Halloween holidays. So I decided to go for something different, and I'm really pleased I did because I've got some nice stuff in this box. So I'll get that done. I'm just telling everybody, Annie, I've been invited to do a craft fair. Thank you, Jackie. Roll up, Lise needs your... There we go, roll up, Lise needs your thumbs up, please, lovely people. Thank you, Jackie, so much. You're a star. We've got a few people in today, which is really nice. Thank you. We've got Annie as well saying hit that like button, please. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, which I think most of you have, but if you haven't, please think about doing that. We do have lots of fun on this channel. We have lots of different crafts, and we have lots of different experiments. Quite a few go wrong, but then we'd have quite a few that go right, which is really nice. We're just talking today about selling stuff at crafts fairs and things. I've been invited to do a craft fair, which I'm really excited about doing. And I do resin, I do diamond painting, and I'm subscribed to the easywim site. So I do get a box once a month. So we look forward to opening that and seeing what goodies, because they do diamond painting primarily, and I get 2 diamond paintings each month. But they also then add in a load of other goodies. And it's not always diamond painting. It can be lots of other different things, which is really exciting. You're not quite sure what you're going to get. It's £35 or $47. And that includes postage and packaging. And I think it's well worth the money when you think about the different things that you get in. I mean, just the jewellery box and the 2 paintings probably adds up to the price of the box. Especially when you think postage and packaging is involved, and it comes from America for me. So that's really good. I do a lot of quilling, some paper crafts. I'm starting to do. You'll watch it on catch up, will you? Thank you. We are an arts and crafts family. It's good to see everybody has a little bit of, to give and advice, suggestions, and it's great. There's many times I've come on live and said, I need your advice on something. What do you suggest on this? Like today, I've been asking for different things on prices, and everybody's got a good comments to make. It's always constructive. You know, sometimes you ask for advice or criticisms, and nothing on this channel is ever negative. We always ask for positive comments. They're always polite. They're always respectful. Yet they're very constructive. You know, if something's not quite right, they'll say, well, that looks a bit odd, but try this to make it better. It's always constructive, and it's something I really appreciate on this channel, because all as crafters, we never get things right every time, and somebody out there has probably tried it and thought, right. I know at times, Annie, especially with my resin work, I once tried fresh flowers, and she said that will probably discolor. It's resin, it reacts with the resin, and that's what it did. So we look at ways we can like knock off each other, and look at ways, well, if that's happened, how can we sort of stop that happening, and this kind of thing. It's really good. And we compare channels and play games. Between a lot of us, it's a good community to join. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I do giveaways. I do quite a number of lives at the moment, because my camera's down and the only way I can really do videos is via lives. However, I am starting to do a few uploads on my phone, and I will set up the camera again. But at the minute, my daughter has moved from her flat into my mother-in-law's house with the means of moving somewhere else. So she's actually on the move to Scotland, and she's in the middle. She's not quite got a house in Scotland yet, but she's needed to give up a lease, so she wasn't paying for another year. So she's moved from one place to another place as an interim from moving elsewhere. So a lot of there's some of our furniture come here, some bits and bobs. So trying to find stuff is a nightmare, because you're climbing over other people's furniture. You made spaces for her stuff, so you're climbing over that to get to the stuff that you've got. Oh, it's a bit of a nightmare, but yeah, all in all, it's a good channel to watch. Very good channel to watch. So if you haven't subscribed, after all that mumbling and all that chat, and please think about subscribing. Would love to have you. Everybody would love to see you. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for watching the madness. I love you all dearly. I really do. I'm not saying that sarcastically. I do love you all. You keep me saying it so much. I look forward to the lives, to have the chat and the chance to chat. And I know sometimes I just talk to the screen myself, and we do have a bit of a chit chat. But I do really like to chat to you guys and get your ideas. It's really fun. I like it. And if you haven't subscribed to any of the other channels, Dee does a channel, Rosie Posy Crafts is Annie. She does a great live on a Monday where she does a quiz. We play I Spy. That's really fun, especially if Lorna's playing, because she has us guessing for weeks and weeks. She bless her. Lorna's really good. Oh, thank you, Annie. You're so kind. And you, Jackie, thank you. But you know, when you suffer from ill health, and especially like things like fibromyalgia, mental disorders, I have bipolar, you can get really down and become quite introvert. And I think YouTube helps me to come out of myself, because I'm often left in the house by myself, because obviously the family works. So when you're alone and you can become so involved in your own head that you lose a sense of reality in some ways. So I find coming on YouTube and chatting to you guys is so helpful that it stops me being that introvert. It helps me come out of myself. And you guys give me suggestions and hints and tips, and your comments are so loving and caring and yet honest and truthful. And that's what I like about it. You're not frightened to say that doesn't look quite right. Try this. And that is you're so nice about it, but at the same time, you're willing to give me hints and tips, and I really appreciate that. That's all in all, what I'm saying is I really appreciate the help that you give me at the end of the day. And I'm pleased if I've helped other people as well, Jackie. Thank you for saying that. I hope that my channel does provide you with some entertainment, if nothing else. You can laugh and joke about the way I am. I do tend to rattle on a little bit and talk a lot. Some people might think I like the sound of my own voice, which is not true. I really don't. But I do like company. So I do like to have a chat. I don't know what's been on this table, but it's got marks on it of some description. I keep finding like white blobs on my table and I don't know why. I mean, I know I've got bits of resin on there, which I keep scraping off. Because I have I bought like a plastic covering for my table so that if I do spill resin, it sort of peels off the plastic and doesn't damage my table. It also means the polymer clay doesn't strip the oils out the table. So I need to treat the table and give it a good health check. Because the table was actually it was my grandma's, my nana's, and she passed away, I think it was 3 years ago, maybe even 4. She was cremated on my birthday, unfortunately, which was quite sad. So I always remember the date that she was cremated, which was the 16th of October. Dee, you've just had a birthday, haven't you? Or is it coming up? Was it the 19th? Or is it coming up? I know Mandy was telling everybody's birthdays the other day, and I'm sure yours was just a couple of days after mine. But she was saying the next birthday is Dee's, and I'm going, actually, no, the next birthday is mine. But not that I celebrate birthdays, mind. Especially not now. Although I never did. I never have. But as I say, my nana was cremated the same day as my birthday, and I think it was 4 years ago. It was the 18. Gone. We all rattle on, Lisa. I rattle on something terrible. And then people sort of, well, majority accent comes out at times. Because I've lived in North Yorkshire, come Cleveland, for 27 years. My daughter's 25. 27 year in May. Or is it 28 in May? Something like that. So I've been in Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, Cleveland area, longer than I ever was in Geordieland. Yeah, I still have at times a Geordie accent. Oh, thank you, Jackie. So my Geordie accent comes down, and every time I go to where I'm from, Chesley Street, which is where I'm from, which is where they play cricket these days, which is about 20 miles from Newcastle. Whenever I go home, my Geordie accent comes out, and then I come back here, and I sound really Geordie. And then I put the Yorkshire twang in with my Geordie accent, and it sounds so funny. And every now and then they'll go, Lisa, will you stop with the Geordiness? You're from Yorkshire now. And I don't know whether I've told you the story. I used to work in a florist in Redcar. And this guy came in one day and he was talking away and he goes, anyway, what are you doing, Geordie, in our area? And I said, I married a Yorkshireman for my sins. And he said, mind you married above your station, didn't you? I went, do you want some flowers? Married above my station. Man, I said, I think it's the other way around, to be honest with you. Married above my station. I look back and laugh at that. Mind, I have got some funny story. I think I've told you the story about the guy I didn't understand, one of Jeremy's uncles. I was assured that all he talked about really was bees, his allotment, and his hate of cats. That was what we knew about this uncle. And that's what he tended to talk about. He was in an old people's home which was run by his wife. So I went to visit this uncle, and it was the first time I'd met them because we were just newly courting, and it was the first time I'd met them. He was introducing me to the family. We went to this old people's home and met the auntie, and his other auntie also worked there. So we met them and had a nice chat with them, and then we sat talking, and this uncle was sat in the kitchen. He was talking to me. He was chattering away. Well, I could not understand a word he was saying. Not a thing. Because he was sort of mumbling, but at the same time talking in quite a broad Yorkshire accent. And he was talking to me about his cancer. And I was going, not understanding a word, thinking he was talking about his cats and his allotment. And I'm going, oh, that's nice, lovely. And he was telling me how hard he had testicle cancer. So he's telling me how hard his balls were, and how painful they were, and how swollen it were, and how hard it was. And I was a young girl. I mean, I married Jeremy when I was 21, and we were just courting at the time. So I'd have been in my late teens, early 20s. And he was telling me all about how painful testicle cancer was and the kinds of things he was suffering from. And I'm going, oh, that's nice, lovely. Not understanding a word he's saying. So he's saying it's as hard as a corky. I didn't even understand that sentence. And there's something as a blood orange, but I didn't understand any of that. And I'm going, oh, that's nice, lovely. Oh, that's brilliant, lovely. Oh, I'm so pleased. And he's telling me how horrible his cancer is, and I'm telling him how wonderful I think it is. And this auntie looks at me with a confused, but then notices Jeremy's face. He's got a smug look on his face and he's laughing. And then this auntie cottons on to what's going on, and she finds the whole thing funny. And then we come away from the home, and Jeremy says to me, so did you understand anything of what Uncle was telling me? And I went, no, couldn't understand a word. He said, you do realise he was telling you all about his testicle cancer and how painful it was? And I went, no. And I says, and he says, you're going, oh, that's nice. I was mortified. So this man is telling me how much pain he's in, and I'm going, oh, that's nice. How lovely. I have never lived that story down to this day. My father-in-law tells it about how confused I was over the accent that I didn't understand when his uncle was telling me how painful his testicle cancer was. And I was going, that's nice, lovely. I'm so pleased for you. Oh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, no. I said, why didn't you tell me? He said, because it was funny. I said, it's not funny at all. But yeah, joke's on me. And then half the time I didn't understand my own father-in-law. I still don't to this day. Sometimes he says stuff and I'm like, what is that man talking about? I mean, one day he told me to give. I had the baby, we were married, and I had my eldest. And I'm sat and she's mumbling about. And he goes, give us some pap. And I'm like, she doesn't need a nappy changing. He says, I know, give us some pap. I'm thinking, pap? What's he talking about, pap? Well, where I come from, pap is poo. So I'm thinking he's telling me to give us some poo. And I'm like, what is this man talking about? Give us some poo. I said, I've changed the nappy. She's fine. She wants to feed. He says, yeah, give her some pap. I'm thinking, what? Pap? What is that man? What he meant was to feed her, give her some milk. And apparently that's what they say, like young'uns, give them some pap, was give them some milk or give them feed. And I did not understand where I come from. He was telling me to give her some poo. And I'm like, is this man for real? What is he talking about? Eventually I cottoned on. I'm like, I am going to feed her. It's fine, And because Jeremy had to come and say he wants you to feed her. Oh, it's another language. I tell you, it's another language. Mind, I do say things and they look at me as if to say, do you realise that that's rude, don't you? And I'm like, no, it's not. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's like two different worlds. Two different worlds. The Geordie language is a language in its own, of its own. Nobody really understands the Geordie. It's like trying to understand a woman or a man. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. So yes, we've had some funny experiences with the Yorkshire language. He told me, I'm going down the street to the shop, get some milk, for tea. And then I say it with a slight Geordie twang. I'm going to town to the shop, for milk. Going to the town, bought milk to the shop. Black country. Don't get that, Jackie. What do you mean? You speak Black County. What does that mean? You find it funny. People think if you're from Brummie, you speak Black County. I had a friend from Brummie. But I don't understand what you mean by Black County. I don't know whether I'm a bit thick or whether I've never heard that expression before. People sometimes hear my accent and say that I'm from Sunderland. And I'm not from the Sunderland area. To say that me, it's like a slap in the face to say that I'm from Sunderland. I'm not. I'm from the Newcastle area. I'm actually not from either. I'm from Durham. I'm a Cestrian from Chesley Street, so I'm actually in the Durham side of the border. But we do live on the Weir rather than the town. So I suppose in some respects we're more Sunderland because Sunderland's on the Weir, whereas Newcastle's on the Tyne. But we're on the Newcastle side of the Weir. If you're from Birmingham, you speak Brummie, but most people think you speak like someone from the Black County. But what do you mean from the Black County or the Black Country? What do you mean by that? They're like the black community. They think you're coloured. What? What is someone from the Black Country? They mean like African or like a rappy type or what? The accent. But what's a black country accent? No yim yams. You've totally lost me. I'm sorry. I'm a bit dense. I don't understand this. So, from listening to your accent, people think you are coloured. Is that what you're trying to say? If you Google it up, you'll see what I'm talking. All right. Okay. I'll Google it. I'll find out. I'll do it. Your hubby is black country. So the Black Country is the area of the West Midlands County in the United Kingdom, covering most of the typical boroughs of Dudley, Sadwell, and some minor parts of Walsall. Dudley and Tipton are generally considered to be the same. Ah, right. So it's like the West Midlands. Why do they call it the Black Country? Gained its name in the mid-19th century due to the smoke. Ah, right, from the many thousands of ironworking foundries and forges, plus also the working of the shallow on the 30-foot thick. Right, I get you. I get you. Put in the tube Black Country accent and you will hear it. I get what you mean now. I understand. I'm sorry it was a bit dense then. My hair is like, ugh. I've had it permed on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, I had it permed on Monday. It looked lovely. And then I get it done on every Monday and Thursday. I get what we call Lisa maintenance. And because I find it difficult getting in and out of the bath, and we only have a bath here, my friend said, come to my house, we'll use a shower, we'll do your hair, because she's a hairdresser. We'll do your hair. And if there's anything else you need doing, like your nails or your feet or whatever, I'll do it for you. And I pay her from my tip. I get an allowance. And I pay her from that a little bit. And then if she does things like my nails or anything extra, then I pay her a little bit more. And then I also look after my little grandsons, her children, for her, as and when she needs me to. So it works out quite well. So on Monday I went and had my hair permed, and then on Thursday we washed it, dried it, scrunched it, and then I've slept on it for 2 days since. I woke up this morning, it's like a fizzy mess, and yeah, it's lovely. So I'm on live, Nash.
I'm just going to keep this door closed to go at the dogs.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go now, guys, because everybody's just come in. It looks like there's bits and bobs to sort out and put away. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. Please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to. Hit the like button, sub button, hit the bell, and anything else that you need to hit. Love to have you. Thanks very much, guys. I have been on a while now, so it's about time to leave anyway. So I'll see you all later. Thanks a lot. Love you and leave you. Bye, guys. Bye, Dee. Bye, Annie. Bye, Jackie, and anybody else. Bye.